apple cider vinegar and the power of the microbiome. Imagine waking up every morning feeling light, your digestion functioning perfectly, and your mental energy stable. Sounds like a dream. Well, the key to that feeling may lie in your gut, and in something as simple and natural as apple cider vinegar. This acidic liquid, famous since ancient times, was once called a liquid pharmacy by Hippocrates, who used it to treat digestive and infectious problems. Today, modern scientists confirm that it indeed plays a crucial role in gut health and maintaining microbiome balance. The history of apple cider vinegar dates back thousands of years, when cultures such as the Egyptians, Romans, Today we know that vinegar contains acetic acid, polyphenols, enzymes, and minerals that interact directly with the gut flora, strengthening beneficial bacteria and suppressing harmful microorganisms. But what exactly is the gut microbiome? Think of your gut as a large city. Your body's cells are the citizens, nutrients are the supply, and the microbiome, trillions of bacteria and other microorganisms, are the workers and security guards that ensure everything runs smoothly. When this city is out of balance, problems such as slow digestion, bloating, constipation, diarrhea, food intolerances, inflammation, and even mood swings arise. Apple cider vinegar acts as a strategic manager of this city, helping to balance its workers, optimize resources, and prevent crises. Several recent studies confirm that regularly including apple cider vinegar in the diet can promote a healthy gut environment, stimulate the production of digestive enzymes, and create ideal conditions for the growth of beneficial bacteria such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. Furthermore, the acetic acid present in vinegar can reduce excessively high intestinal pH, inhibiting the growth of pathogenic bacteria that impair digestion and nutrient absorption. In other words, it not only improves the digestion of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, but also strengthens the body's natural immunity. But the benefits of apple cider vinegar don't stop there. It also directly influences glucose metabolism, meaning it helps maintain stable blood sugar levels after meals. This effect reduces the risk of chronic inflammation in the intestine and prevents overload on the liver and pancreas. In parallel, apple cider vinegar contains bioactive compounds, such as polyphenols, which act as antioxidants, protecting the intestinal lining and improving communication between the intestine and the brain, the famous gut-brain axis, responsible for mood, focus, and energy. For example, imagine a person who suffers from constant bloating, gas, and a feeling of fullness after meals. By incorporating apple cider vinegar diluted in water before main meals, this person can notice, within a few weeks, more efficient digestion, less abdominal discomfort, and increased absorption of essential nutrients, such as calcium, magnesium, and iron. Small, consistent changes like these have the power to completely transform your digestive routine and daily well-being. We'll explore not only the science behind these effects, but also how to apply apple cider vinegar safely and practically, its real benefits for the gut microbiome, the myths surrounding its use, and what you can expect when incorporating it into your daily routine. By the end, you'll have a complete guide to transforming your digestion, strengthening your gut, and boosting your energy and overall health. To fully understand how apple cider vinegar impacts digestion and the gut microbiome, we must first look at the biochemical processes that occur from fermentation to its interaction with our intestinal cells. Apple cider vinegar is obtained through a two-step fermentation process. Initially, apple sugar is converted into alcohol by natural yeasts. Then, bacteria of the genus Acetobacter transform this alcohol into acetic acid. It is precisely this acetic acid that gives vinegar its unique therapeutic properties. But it doesn't act alone. It is accompanied by polyphenols, enzymes, vitamins, and minerals that act synergistically in the intestine. Acetic acid is primarily responsible for the prebiotic effect of apple cider vinegar. Think of your gut as an ecosystem, where different species of bacteria compete for space and resources. When we ingest apple cider vinegar, acetic acid slightly reduces intestinal pH, creating a favorable environment for beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, while limiting the growth of pathogenic bacteria. It's as if we were reorganizing a city, strengthening the good workers and removing the saboteurs that disrupt the natural flow of digestion. Besides its prebiotic effect, apple cider vinegar also aids in the chemical digestion of food. It stimulates the production of gastric juices, facilitating the breakdown of proteins into amino acids and the absorption of essential minerals. Imagine the stomach as the finance department of a large company. It needs to process all incoming resources so that each sector of the body receives the right amount of nutrients. Apple cider vinegar acts as an experienced consultant, optimizing processes and ensuring that nothing goes to waste. Scientific research also suggests that apple cider vinegar influences the post-meal glycemic response, helping to reduce blood sugar spikes. This effect has direct consequences for the microbiome. Stable glucose levels promote a balanced gut environment, preventing inflammation and the overgrowth of opportunistic bacteria. Studies show that even small doses of vinegar before a carbohydrate-rich meal can significantly reduce glucose spikes, protecting the gut and the immune system. Another important aspect is the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory impact of apple cider vinegar. The polyphenols in vinegar neutralize free radicals, protecting intestinal cells from oxidative damage. Think of polyphenols as the firefighters and maintenance agents of the gut, putting out fires and repairing damage before they become serious problems. This antioxidant effect, combined with the support of beneficial bacteria, strengthens the intestinal barrier, preventing intestinal permeability, also known as leaky gut, which is linked to chronic inflammation, food allergies, and autoimmune diseases. Furthermore, vinegar contains active enzymes that aid digestion and nutrient absorption. These enzymes break down complex molecules, making them more accessible for beneficial bacteria to ferment and produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, which are essential for gut health. SCFAs, such as butyrate, serve as fuel for colon cells, strengthening the intestinal mucosa and reducing systemic inflammation. Therefore, apple cider vinegar not only nourishes the good bacteria but also directly provides energy for maintaining gut integrity. A fascinating aspect is the relationship between the gut microbiome and the gut-brain axis. Healthy gut bacteria produce neurotransmitters and modulate signals that influence mood, focus, and memory. By supporting the growth of these bacteria with apple cider vinegar, we are indirectly promoting mental well-being in addition to digestive well-being. It's a simple yet powerful strategy that connects diet, metabolism, and emotional health. Finally, apple cider vinegar also helps eliminate toxins and metabolic waste. By balancing the microbiome, it reduces unwanted fermentation of undigested food, reducing gas, bloating, and digestive discomfort. Imagine that without vinegar, the intestinal city would have accumulated waste and overworked workers. With it, everything flows more smoothly, ensuring efficiency and well-being. You will discover how to apply this knowledge practically, safely, and strategically, boosting digestion, strengthening the microbiome, and transforming your health from the inside out. But before we move on to the specific benefits, it's essential to understand that small, consistent adjustments, such as including apple cider vinegar in your daily routine, can generate extraordinary results in the medium and long term. When we talk about apple cider vinegar and gut health, we're really not talking about assumptions or fads. There is a solid scientific basis that proves its positive effects. Apple cider vinegar works on different fronts, promoting efficient digestion, microbiome balance, and overall well-being. To better understand, we can break down the benefits into key areas. 1. Digestion optimized. One of the most immediate and noticeable effects of apple cider vinegar is improved digestion. The vinegar's natural acidity helps break down proteins and activate digestive enzymes, allowing nutrients to be absorbed more efficiently. To illustrate, imagine the stomach as a factory. Food enters as raw materials, and vinegar acts as the expert manager, ensuring each product is processed correctly, without waste. Furthermore, vinegar helps regulate stomach pH in people with occasional reflux or heartburn. This regulation can reduce episodes of discomfort. It creates a controlled acidic environment, which facilitates the action of enzymes and protects against unwanted fermentation that causes gas and bloating. Clinical studies show that a tablespoon of vinegar diluted in water before meals can reduce symptoms of slow digestion and a feeling of bloating. 2. Balance the gut microbiome. Apple cider vinegar has a prebiotic effect, stimulating the growth of beneficial bacteria such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. A healthy microbiome is directly linked to immunity, neurotransmitter production, hormonal regulation, and metabolism. It's as if we were organizing a highly efficient work team. When good bacteria predominate, the body functions better and pathogens have less chance of proliferating. Furthermore, vinegar helps in the production of short-chain fatty acids, such as butyrate, which nourish colon cells, strengthening the intestinal mucosa and preventing inflammation. People who include apple cider vinegar in their routine experience improved bowel regularity, reduced gas, and a feeling of abdominal lightness. 3. Glucose control and metabolism. Apple cider vinegar also positively influences glucose metabolism. Studies indicate that consuming vinegar before carbohydrate-rich meals can reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. This not only protects against type 2 diabetes, but also creates a healthier gut environment, as glucose fluctuations affect bacterial growth. Imagine the gut as a city. When energy resources arrive steadily, the population in this case, bacteria thrives in a balanced manner. 4. Anti-inflammatory and antioxidant action. Polyphenols present in apple cider vinegar neutralize free radicals and protect intestinal cells against oxidative stress. This action is especially important for people with sensitive gut or inflammatory conditions, such as irritable bowel syndrome. Vinegar acts as a protective barrier, preventing cellular damage and maintaining a balanced microbiome. Over time, this protection translates into less systemic inflammation, improved immunity, and a sense of overall well-being. 5. Support for immune health. A balanced microbiome is the foundation of immunity. Apple cider vinegar helps strengthen the intestinal barrier, which is the first line of defense against pathogens. Beneficial bacteria stimulate the production of immune cells and antibodies, while reducing chronic inflammation. It's like reinforcing a city wall. The stronger and better organized it is, the less chance of invasion and disease. 6. Indirect psychological benefits. Apple cider vinegar can also impact the brain indirectly through the gut-brain axis. A balanced microbiome contributes to the production of neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, improving mood, focus, and mental clarity. Recent studies indicate that simple habits, such as including apple cider vinegar diluted in water before meals, can bring subtle but consistent benefits to daily energy and mood. 7. Practical examples from everyday life. People who suffer from post-meal bloating may notice a reduction in discomfort when consuming diluted apple cider vinegar before main meals. Individuals with mild constipation may notice improved bowel regularity by adding apple cider vinegar to salads or morning drinks. Those seeking natural weight management benefit from the satiating effect of apple cider vinegar, which helps reduce excess carbohydrate consumption. These examples show that, despite being simple, daily consumption of apple cider vinegar has tangible effects in real life. It's not just a culinary ingredient, but an ally for digestive and intestinal health. Now that we understand the science and benefits of apple cider vinegar for digestion and the microbiome, it's time to dive into the practical aspects, how to actually use this ally. Use natural ingredients in your daily life, safely and effectively. Here, we'll explore methods, dosages, ideal times, and important precautions to maximize its positive effects without health risks. 1. Safe consumption methods. Apple cider vinegar is naturally acidic, with a pH of around 2 to 3. Consumed neat, it can irritate the esophagus, tooth enamel, and gastric mucosa. Therefore, the golden rule is to always dilute. Water, the simplest and most popular form. Dilute 1 to 2 tablespoons 15 to 30 milliliters in 200 milliliters of water. Drinking before meals helps prepare the stomach for digestion. Teas and infusions. Mixing apple cider vinegar with warm ginger, mint, or chamomile tea enhances its digestive and anti-inflammatory effects. Salads and sauces. Adding vinegar to homemade dressings made with olive oil, herbs, and lemon is a tasty way to consume it, allowing for gradual absorption of its nutrients. Smoothies and natural juices. Adding small doses to natural drinks increases daily intake without harming the digestive tract. 2. Ideal times to maximize effects before meals. Consuming vinegar 10 to 15 minutes before a meal increases stomach acid production, facilitating digestion and nutrient absorption. During the day, small diluted doses can be ingested between meals to maintain microbiome balance and regulate intestinal pH. Avoid excessive consumption at night. Consuming large amounts immediately before bed can cause reflux or discomfort in some people. 3. Recommended dosage. Research suggests that 1 to 2 tablespoons per day are sufficient for digestive and metabolic benefits. Dividing intake into 2 doses, one before lunch and one before dinner, is an effective strategy. More important than quantity is consistency. Small daily doses yield better results than large, sporadic doses. 4. Precautions and contraindications. Although safe for most, there are situations that require caution. Gastric problems. People with gastritis, ulcers, or severe acid reflux should further dilute the vinegar or consult a doctor before starting regular use. Medication use. Vinegar can interact with diuretics, insulin, or blood pressure medications. Always consult a healthcare professional. Dental health. Rinse your mouth after consumption and use a straw to minimize direct contact with your teeth. 5. Strategies to incorporate into your daily routine. Morning routine. Diluting vinegar in warm water and drinking on an empty stomach helps stimulate your metabolism and prepare your digestive system for the day. Homemade dressings. Replace store-bought dressings with apple cider vinegar with herbs, olive oil, and lemon to transform meals into functional nutrition opportunities. Functional drinks. Combining vinegar with ginger, turmeric, or honey creates a natural digestive elixir. 6. Combination with healthy habits. Apple cider vinegar alone doesn't work miracles. Its effect is enhanced when combined with consistent habits. A balanced diet, fiber, vegetables, and fermented foods help the microbiome. Adequate hydration helps with nutrient absorption and the transport of bioactive substances. Regular physical activity promotes intestinal motility and circulation, enhancing digestive benefits. Quality sleep regulates digestive hormones and maintains microbiome balance. 7. Small adjustments with big results. The key is to introduce it gradually. Start with half a diluted tablespoon. Observe how your body reacts, and increase to the recommended dosage. This avoids discomfort and allows the body to adapt, making the habit sustainable in the long term. 8. Practical examples. ANA, 35, suffered from post-meal bloating. She introduced diluted vinegar before lunch and dinner, and after 2 weeks, noticed a significant reduction in gas and a feeling of abdominal lightness. Carlos, 42, with slow digestion and mild constipation, added apple cider vinegar to his morning juices and salad dressings. His bowel movements became more regular, and his energy levels increased throughout the day. Mariana, 28, was looking for support in maintaining a balanced microbiome during dietary changes. Apple cider vinegar, combined with natural probiotics, helped reduce inflammation and improve nutrient absorption. 9. Practical reflection. Small, consistent changes outweigh drastic, temporary measures. Consciously incorporating apple cider vinegar strengthens digestion, balances the microbiome, and creates habits that positively impact long-term health. Vinegar stops being just a condiment and becomes a daily ally for intestinal well-being. So far, I've explained where I've covered the science, benefits, and practical applications of apple cider vinegar for digestion and the gut microbiome. Now it is time to expand our perspective. How this simple habit can become part of a healthy and sustainable lifestyle, promoting complete well-being and lasting results. 1. The connection between simple habits and long-term results. Many people believe that radical changes are necessary to improve health, but the reality is different. Apple cider vinegar is a classic example of a small daily action that, when consistent, generates significant impacts. Just as brushing your teeth prevents cavities over a lifetime, small daily doses of apple cider vinegar strengthen digestion, balance the microbiome, and support metabolism gradually and safely. By integrating vinegar into your daily routine, you not only improve digestion, but also create a virtuous cycle of healthy habits. For example, those who dilute vinegar correctly also tend to pay more attention to hydration, nutrition, and sleep quality. This cascade of good practices reflects a holistic and sustainable lifestyle. 2. Conscious eating and a balanced microbiome. Apple cider vinegar works best when accompanied by a diet rich in fiber, a variety of vegetables, fresh fruits, whole grains, and fermented foods. The positive impact on the gut microbiome is enhanced, beneficial bacteria multiply, inflammation decreases, and the body becomes more resilient. Daily practice. Adding vinegar to salads or smoothies creates a tasty and functional routine. Dietary variety. Consuming different types of fiber, fruits and vegetables provides diverse fuel for gut bacteria, enhancing digestive benefits. Reducing ultra-processed foods. By adopting vinegar as part of a natural lifestyle, there is a tendency to reduce processed foods, refined sugars, and preservatives, improving overall health. 3. Discipline and consistency as pillars of well-being. The real impact of healthy habits is directly linked to discipline. It's not about perfection, but consistency. Introducing apple cider vinegar daily, even in small doses, builds physical and mental resilience. Each day of practice is a building block for long-term health. Inspiring stories illustrate this. People who maintain simple digestive habits, such as consuming vinegar before meals, report improvements in energy, sleep, mood, and ability to concentrate. These effects are cumulative and often manifest in subtle but profound ways, reinforcing the perception that small daily choices shape quality of life. 4. Integration with other healthy habits. Apple cider vinegar should be seen as a complement to a balanced lifestyle, not a substitute. Its action is enhanced when combined with adequate hydration. Water helps transport nutrients and eliminate toxins. Regular exercise, movement promotes intestinal motility, blood circulation, and an active metabolism. Restorative sleep. Adequate rest regulates digestive hormones and maintains a balanced microbiome. Stress management. Practices such as meditation, breathing, and walking reduce intestinal inflammation and promote mental health. The combination of these practices creates a synergistic effect, where each habit reinforces the other, making the results long-lasting and sustainable. 5. Inspiring story and storytelling to illustrate. Consider Clara, 40, who suffered from slow digestion and frequent discomfort. After including diluted apple cider vinegar before meals, combined with a balanced diet and short walks, she noticed not only improved digestion, but also increased energy for physical activity and greater mental clarity. This positive effect motivated her to maintain other healthy habits, such as reducing processed foods and getting better sleep. Another example is Joe, 35, who introduced apple cider vinegar into his morning routine and began preparing functional salads regularly. This daily habit, combined with discipline and attention to his diet, transformed not only his digestion but also his mood and energy. He realized that the secret wasn't a single superfood, but the integration of small, consistent choices into his life. 6. Psychological and motivational impact. Besides the physical benefits, incorporating apple cider vinegar into your routine has a positive psychological impact. Knowing you're taking care of your body naturally strengthens self-esteem, a sense of control over your health, and confidence in your eating decisions. This motivation often translates into other healthy habits, creating a cycle of mental and physical well-being. The perception of progress, even if gradual, reinforces discipline and commitment, demonstrating that small daily actions have a big impact over time. 7. Strategies for maintaining the habit long-term. Preparation in advance. Have apple cider vinegar diluted or prepared and ready to use. It makes your routine easier. Progress tracking. Recording improvements in digestion, energy, and mood increases motivation. Recipe variety. Exploring sauces, teas, and smoothies with vinegar prevents monotony. Gradual commitment. Starting with small doses and increasing as your body adapts ensures sustainability. 8. Chapter-ending reflection. Apple cider vinegar is more than just a condiment. It's a natural shortcut to sustainable habits that strengthen digestion, balance the microbiome, and promote overall health. When integrated into a conscious lifestyle, each small daily dose contributes to cumulative results, transforming body, mind, and well-being in a lasting way. Source's question: how long until I notice effects? Changes in digestion and microbiome can be noticed within weeks to a few months, depending on your eating routine, lifestyle, and consistency in using vinegar. More significant results occur when vinegar is integrated into a balanced diet, adequate hydration, quality sleep, and regular physical activity. 8. How to differentiate myth from truth-based decisions on scientific research, clinical experience, and consistent reports, not on sensationalist internet promises. Observe your body. Discomfort, improved digestion, and energy are signs of a real response. Consistency and patience are essential. Gut health is built over time, not overnight. 9. Practical strategy for starting safely. Start with 1 teaspoon diluted in 150 milliliters of water before meals. Gradually increase to 1 to 2 tablespoons as tolerated. Monitor digestion, energy, and bowel regularity. Adjust timing and combinations with fermented or fiber-rich foods to enhance the effects. This approach ensures safety, consistency, and lasting results, separating myths from effective practices. 10. Final reflection of the chapter. Apple cider vinegar is a powerful ally, but it's neither magical nor instantaneous. Knowledge, consistent practice, and complementary habits transform potential benefits into real results for digestion and the microbiome. Separating myths from truths prevents frustration, ensures safety, and maintains motivation, allowing vinegar to become a sustainable natural health tool. When it comes to digestive health and gut microbiome balance, apple cider vinegar is surrounded by myths, half-truths, and common doubts. Some people believe it's miraculous or that any amount will bring instant results. Others worry about safety, dosage, or possible adverse effects. In this chapter, we'll demystify these ideas, separate fact from fiction, and provide practical guidance, always based on science, clinical experience, and everyday examples. 1. Myth: vinegar burns fat instantly. One of the most popular myths is that taking apple cider vinegar quickly accelerates weight loss. The reality is more nuanced. Vinegar helps curb appetite and improve glucose metabolism, which in the long term can promote body fat reduction. Studies show that vinegar isn't a magical weight loss agent, but rather an ally when integrated with healthy habits, such as a balanced diet and regular physical activity. Practical example: imagine your body as a car. Vinegar isn't the accelerator that makes the car go by itself, but it helps fuel food process more efficiently. It optimizes the engine, but it's no substitute for regular driving and proper fueling. 2. Myth: the more vinegar, the better the results. Another common misconception is that increasing the dose generates proportional benefits. Excessive vinegar can cause gastric irritation, reflux, erosion of tooth enamel, and intestinal discomfort. The safe recommendation is 1 to 2 tablespoons 15 to 30 milliliters per day, diluted in water or incorporated into food. Vinegar works cumulatively and gradually. Small daily doses promote digestive balance and a healthy microbiome without adverse effects. Remember, in health, consistency trumps intensity. 3. Myth: vinegar replaces medication. Some people try to replace prescription medications with apple cider vinegar, whether for reflux, diabetes, or cholesterol. This is dangerous and misleading. Vinegar is a natural supplement that enhances healthy habits, but it is not a substitute for medical treatment. Always consult a professional before adjusting or stopping medications. Practical tip: use vinegar as a preventative and functional supplement, not as a miracle cure. It supports digestion and intestinal health, but should not replace medical advice. 4. Frequently asked question: when is it best to take vinegar? The ideal time to consume vinegar depends on your objective. Before main meals, helps prepare the stomach for digestion, regulates pH, and optimizes nutrient absorption. In salads and fermented foods, promotes continuous daily intake of acetic acid and bioactive compounds. Avoid consuming it pure on an empty stomach. It can irritate the gastric mucosa. The key is to adapt the habit to your routine, ensuring that it is safe, enjoyable, and sustainable. 5. Frequently asked question: what precautions should I take? Some situations require attention. People with severe gastritis, ulcers, or severe reflux should consult a doctor before starting. People taking certain medications, such as diuretics or antidiabetics, require professional supervision. Always dilute vinegar in water or food. Never drink it straight. Use a straw if drinking diluted liquid, avoiding prolonged contact with teeth to prevent enamel erosion. These precautions do not diminish the benefits. They simply ensure safety and consistency in daily use. 6. Frequently asked question: which type of vinegar is best? Choose organic, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with mother vinegar, rich in enzymes, beneficial bacteria, and polyphenols. Processed vinegars may contain additives, colorings, or preservatives that reduce effectiveness and can irritate the stomach. Raw vinegar maintains the integrity of bioactive compounds, ensuring a greater positive impact on the microbiome. 7. Frequently asked question: how long until I notice effects? Changes in digestion and microbiome can be noticed within weeks to a few months, depending on your eating routine, lifestyle, and consistency in using vinegar. More significant results occur when vinegar is integrated into a balanced diet, adequate hydration, quality sleep, and regular physical activity. 8. How to differentiate myth from truth. Base decisions on scientific research, clinical experience, and consistent reports, not on sensationalist internet promises. Observe your body. Discomfort, improved digestion, and energy are signs of a real response. Consistency and patience are essential. Gut health is built over time, not overnight. 9. Practical strategy for starting safely. Start with 1 teaspoon diluted in 150 milliliters of water before meals. Gradually increase to 1 to 2 tablespoons as tolerated. Monitor digestion, energy, and bowel regularity. Adjust timing and combinations with fermented or fiber-rich foods to enhance the effects. This approach ensures safety, consistency, and lasting results, separating myths from effective practices. 10. Final reflection of the chapter. Apple cider vinegar is a powerful ally, but it's neither magical nor instantaneous. Knowledge, Consistent practice and complementary habits transform potential benefits into real results for digestion and the microbiome. Separating myths from truths prevents frustration, ensures safety, and maintains motivation, allowing vinegar to become a sustainable natural health tool. By this point in our video, you've explored the fascinating history of apple cider vinegar, understood the science behind its effects, discovered its real benefits for digestion and the gut microbiome, learned how to apply it practically and safely in your daily life, and debunked common myths surrounding its use. Now, it's time to consolidate all of this, visualize the results you can expect, and be inspired to incorporate lasting habits that promote digestive health and overall well-being. 1. Gradual transformation of the digestive system. Consistent use of apple cider vinegar in appropriate doses and combined with a balanced diet causes subtle but powerful changes in the digestive tract. Expected results include regulation of stomach pH. The acetic acid in vinegar helps maintain a suitable environment for digestion, preventing mild reflux and promoting efficient nutrient absorption. Improved digestion of proteins and carbohydrates. Enzymes present in vinegar and the modulation of acidity help break down food more completely, reducing bloating and discomfort after meals. Increased intestinal enzyme activity. Vinegar contributes to the healthy function of the microbiota, stimulating the production of natural digestive enzymes and optimizing the metabolism of fiber and nutrients. These changes are not instantaneous, but over weeks to months, you will notice increased bowel regularity, reduced bloating, and an overall feeling of lightness and well-being. 2. Balance and strengthen the gut microbiome. Apple cider vinegar is especially effective as an ally of the microbiome, that is, the ecosystem of bacteria that live in the intestine and regulate digestion, immunity, metabolism, and even mood. Expected results include increased beneficial bacteria. Daily vinegar consumption can help support populations of lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, essential for fiber fermentation and the production of short-chain fatty acids. Reduced intestinal pathogens. Moderate acidity creates an unfavorable environment for the overgrowth of harmful bacteria, contributing to microbial balance. Positive impact on immunity. A balanced microbiome strengthens intestinal barriers, reduces inflammation, and improves immune responses. Imagine the gut as a city. Vinegar acts like an engineer, reorganizing streets and regulating traffic, keeping everything running smoothly and efficiently. 3. Tangible benefits in everyday life. Besides the physiological effects, the results of consistent apple cider vinegar use are reflected in practical everyday experiences. Fewer episodes of indigestion or heartburn after rich or heavy meals, greater feeling of fullness, helping with portion control and preventing overeating, more stable energy throughout the day, thanks to the regulation of glucose metabolism, reduced gas and abdominal bloating, providing physical and emotional comfort. These benefits, though subtle at first, accumulate over time, transforming routines and improving quality of life. 4. Integration with healthy habits. The results of apple cider vinegar are enhanced when combined with other healthy lifestyle habits. A diet rich in fiber, fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains strengthen the microbiota and increase the vinegar's digestive effectiveness. Adequate hydration. Water and fluids help dilute acetic acid, facilitating digestion and nutrient transport. Regular physical activity. Moderate exercise stimulates intestinal motility and circulation, enhancing absorption and metabolism. Restorative sleep. Adequate rest regulates digestive hormones and aids in intestinal regeneration. Vinegar is not a shortcut, but a strategic complement that enhances consistent and lasting results. 5. Inspiration for consistency and discipline. Many people start out motivated, but give up when they don't see immediate results. The key to success with apple cider vinegar is persistence combined with the awareness that real change takes time. Each daily dose represents a small investment in health that accumulated over weeks and months, generates tangible and transformative results. Motivational storytelling. Imagine a person suffering from irregular digestion and chronic fatigue. After incorporating diluted apple cider vinegar before meals, combined with a healthy routine, they began to notice reduced bloating, bowel regularity, and more energy for work and exercise. With patience and consistency, the transformation was gradual but profound, impacting health, mood, and self-esteem. 6. Realistic planning for results. To maximize benefits, follow a structured approach. Gradual start. 1 teaspoon diluted in 150 milliliters of water before main meals. Progressive adjustment. Increase to 1 to 2 tablespoons based on tolerance and perceived results. Food integration. Add vinegar to salads, dressings, marinades, and fermented recipes. Monitoring and reflection. Record changes in digestion, bowel regularity, and daily energy. Daily consistency. Create a sustainable habit that lasts weeks and months, without rushing or frustration. This plan transforms apple cider vinegar into a powerful tool for digestive, metabolic, and intestinal health. 7. Final reflection and call to action. Now that you have a deep understanding of apple cider vinegar as potential for digestion and the gut microbiome, it's time to take conscious action. Start small, be consistent, and watch how small changes add up to big benefits over time. Start incorporating diluted apple cider vinegar before meals today. Share these practices with friends and family. Inspire others to take care of their digestion and microbiome, and transform their gut well-being naturally and sustainably. The journey to balanced digestion and a healthy microbiome doesn't depend on quick fixes, but on consistency, knowledge, and small daily actions. Apple cider vinegar is a powerful ally on this journey, offering science, tradition, and real results for those committed to their health. After deeply understanding how apple cider vinegar impacts digestion and the gut microbiome, it's time to explore advanced ways to use it, transforming your daily habit into a functional, tasty experience that's fully integrated into your healthy lifestyle. Here, we go beyond simply diluting it with water. You'll discover functional recipes, synergistic combinations, and strategies that enhance its effects, without compromising safety and balance. 1. The power of synergistic combinations. Apple cider vinegar doesn't need to be used alone. Combining it with specific natural ingredients can increase its digestive effectiveness, promote satiety, modulate glucose levels, and strengthen the microbiome. Some examples: vinegar plus ginger stimulates intestinal motility, reduces inflammation, and promotes fat digestion. Vinegar plus raw honey combines prebiotic action, honey, with the antimicrobial and regulating effects of vinegar, creating a gentle digestive tonic. Vinegar plus probiotics. Adding vinegar to recipes with kefir, plain yogurt, or sauerkraut increases support for the intestinal microbiota. Vinegar plus lemon or mint promotes post-digestive alkalization, refreshes the palate, and aids mineral absorption. These combinations demonstrate that apple cider vinegar can be versatile and delicious, integrating health and pleasure in food. 2. Functional drinks for digestion and microbiome. Transforming apple cider vinegar into functional drinks is a practical and enjoyable way to consume it daily. Some suggestions: vinegar and ginger, morning tonic, 1 tablespoon raw apple cider vinegar, 200 milliliters warm water, 1 teaspoon grated ginger optional, a few drops of lemon benefit, stimulates digestion, reduces gas, and activates metabolism in the morning. Digestive elixir with honey and mint, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon raw honey, fresh mint leaves, 150 milliliters warm or cold water. Benefit: soothes the stomach, strengthens the microbiota, and promotes a feeling of lightness. Fermented probiotic drink, a blend of apple cider vinegar, kefir, or plain yogurt, some fruit, and a touch of spices, cinnamon, or cardamom. Benefit: combines prebiotic and probiotic effects, optimizing intestinal balance. 3. Incorporating vinegar into everyday foods besides beverages. Vinegar can be incorporated into functional culinary recipes that add health to your daily menu. Salads and dressings. Vinegar as a base for vinaigrette dressings, combined with extra virgin olive oil, fresh herbs and seeds, improves the absorption of antioxidants and fiber. Protein marinades. Applying vinegar to meat, fish, and vegetables aids digestion, enhances flavor, and reduces undesirable compounds. Soups and broths. Adding a touch of vinegar at the end of cooking activates enzymes and provides digestive lightness. Fermented snacks. Small bites with fermented vegetables and apple cider vinegar increase the supply of beneficial bacteria to the gut. These practices demonstrate that apple cider vinegar is not just a supplement, but a functional ingredient that integrates flavor and health. 4. Advanced strategies for optimized results for those seeking more consistent and targeted results. Some strategies can enhance the effects of vinegar. Meal consumption. Taking vinegar 15 to 20 minutes before a meal helps stimulate digestive enzymes and prepare the stomach for absorption. Use cycles. Alternating small doses throughout the day keeps the microbiome active and prevents discomfort, rather than consuming large amounts at once. Recipe customization. Adjust ingredients according to digestive tolerance, taste, preferences, and goals, for example. Blood sugar control, gas reduction, satiety, integration with other functional habits, drinking warm water before breakfast, chewing food slowly, and practicing deep breathing after meals increases absorption and reduces intestinal inflammation. 5. Advanced functional recipes. Practical examples: the green detox. Digestive vinegar, 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar juice of 1/2 lemon, 1 thin slice of cucumber, 1 small sprig of parsley, 200 milliliters water. Preparation: mix everything in warm water. Consume 20 minutes before breakfast. Benefit: digestive support, gentle detoxification, microbiome support. Be vinegar with anti-inflammatory spices. 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, 1/2 teaspoon turmeric powder, pinch of black pepper, 150 milliliters warm water. Preparation: dissolve well and consume before main meals. Benefit: stimulates digestion, reduces intestinal inflammation, and improves regularity. See aromatic vinegar for fermented salads. Apple cider vinegar plus sliced garlic plus herbs, rosemary. Time marinate raw vegetables for 24 to 48 hours. Benefit: more digestible vegetables. Complex flavor, probiotic support. 6. Potential for transformation over time. When applying these recipes and functional strategies, the results are not immediate, but cumulative. Gradual improvement in nutrient absorption and digestion, reduction of intestinal discomfort, gas, and bloating, strengthening of the microbiota with increased bacterial diversity, glucose regulation, and increased satiety. These effects become noticeable after a few weeks of consistent use, demonstrating that small daily changes can have significant impacts on digestive health. 7. Reflection and encouragement to action. Incorporating apple cider vinegar into functional recipes is not just a matter of habit, but an opportunity to transform your diet into an ally for digestion and the microbiome. The combination of science, flavor, and a practical routine strengthens your commitment to holistic health, creating a pleasurable and sustainable well-being experience. Start today with a simple recipe. Experiment with new combinations, observe your body, and adjust as needed. Share these practices, inspire those close to you, and transform digestion and microbiome into allies of your natural lifestyle. Have you ever stopped to think that your gut can directly influence your mood, mental clarity, and energy levels? Modern science calls this the gut-brain axis, a bidirectional connection where digestive health impacts cognitive, emotional, and even behavioral functions. In this chapter, we'll explore how apple cider vinegar, combined with mindful eating habits, can benefit not only digestion, but also mental and emotional health. 1. The gut-brain axis. An overview: the gut is often called the second brain due to its complex network of neurons, neurotransmitters, and gut microbiota. It communicates with the brain through nerves, especially the vagus nerve, transmits information about digestion, satiety, and inflammatory status. Neurotransmitters produced by the gut. About 90% of the body's serotonin is produced in the gut, influencing mood, sleep, and well-being. Gut microbiome, an ecosystem of beneficial bacteria that modulate inflammation, metabolize nutrients, and produce bioactive substances that impact the brain. When digestion and the microbiota are balanced, mood regulation, mental focus, and energy improve, while gut imbalances can result in anxiety, fatigue, irritability, and cognitive difficulties. 2. How apple cider vinegar interacts with the gut-brain axis. Apple cider vinegar works on several fronts to strengthen the gut-brain axis, supports the gut microbiota. Vinegar contains natural prebiotics and bioactive compounds that feed beneficial bacteria, promoting microbiological diversity and balance. A healthy microbiome produces neurotransmitters and regulates inflammation, directly impacting mental well-being. Reduces inflammation. The acetic acid, polyphenols, and enzymes present in vinegar have anti-inflammatory effects, helping to reduce intestinal and systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation in the gut is linked to mood swings, depression, and chronic fatigue. By reducing this process, vinegar can contribute to emotional stability. Blood glucose regulation. Blood glucose fluctuations affect energy, focus, and mood. Apple cider vinegar helps modulate the post-meal glycemic response, providing more stable energy and mental clarity. Stimulating digestion. Efficient digestion prevents discomfort, gas, and a feeling of bloating that can impair concentration and mood. By improving digestion, vinegar creates a favorable internal environment for neurotransmitters produced by the intestine. 3. Scientific evidence and relevant studies. Several studies point to the indirect effect of apple cider vinegar on mental health, primarily via the microbiota and blood glucose levels. Animal studies show that balanced microbiomes reduce anxious behavior and improve memory. Clinical research indicates that post-meal glycemic modulation helps reduce mental fatigue and irritability, something that apple cider vinegar contributes to by slowing the absorption of simple carbohydrates. Functional nutrition studies suggest that prebiotics and fermented foods like apple cider vinegar can modulate neurotransmitters, including serotonin and GABA, essential for calm, focus, and emotional balance. While vinegar isn't a remedy for depression or anxiety, gut care is a powerful tool for mental well-being. 4. Practical strategies to optimize the gut-brain connection. To transform apple cider vinegar into a mental health ally, it's important to integrate complementary habits. Balanced diet. Consume fibrous vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats to provide support for the microbiota. Include vinegar in salads, marinades, or functional drinks before or during meals. Adequate hydration. Drinking water maintains healthy intestinal mucosa, promoting proper fiber fermentation and nutrient absorption. Sleep and stress management. Sleep deprivation and chronic stress impair the microbiota and gut-brain communication. Breathing techniques, meditation, and stretching complement the positive effects of vinegar. Consistency in vinegar use. Small daily doses, such as 1 tablespoon diluted in water before main meals, allow for cumulative benefits. Avoiding excess ensures that the intestines respond in a balanced way, without irritation. 5. Functional recipes focused on the intestines and brain. Calming and digestive tonic. 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, 200 milliliters warm water, 1/2 teaspoon turmeric, pinch of cinnamon. Benefit: reduces inflammation, improves digestion, and promotes mental clarity. Stimulating probiotic drink. Apple cider vinegar, plus plain yogurt or kefir, plus high fiber, fruits banana, apple, papaya. Benefit: strengthens the microbiome, regulates blood sugar, and supports mental energy. Aromatic vinegar, for functional salads, vinegar plus fresh herbs, rosemary, basil plus garlic. Benefit, strengthens digestive health and increases bacterial diversity. 6. Final reflection and encouragement to action. Taking care of your gut isn't just about digestion. It's a direct investment in energy, focus, and emotional balance. By incorporating apple cider vinegar intelligently and consistently, you strengthen the gut-brain axis, creating internal conditions that support physical and mental well-being. Try a functional recipe today. Observe your body and mind, and realize how small digestive changes can have a big impact on clarity, mood, and disposition. Share these practices and inspire those close to you to strengthen their gut and mental health. When we talk about the many benefits of apple cider vinegar, it's also essential to address safety, consumption limits, and smart strategies for continued use. Although it's a natural ally for digestion, metabolism, immunity, and mental health, inadequate consumption can have adverse effects. This chapter will be a complete guide to help you maximize results, minimize risks, and integrate apple cider vinegar into your routine in a sustainable and effective way. 1. General precautions when consuming apple cider vinegar is highly acidic, with a pH generally between 2.5 and 3.0. Therefore, some precautions are essential. Never consume it neat. Acetic acid can irritate the oral mucosa, esophagus, and stomach. Always dilute it with water or use it in foods such as salads, soups, or marinades. Moderate use. Typical doses of 1 to 2 tablespoons, 15 to 30 milliliters per day, are safe for most people. Excess can cause discomfort, heartburn, or changes in stomach pH. Be aware of pre-existing conditions, gastritis, ulcers, gastroesophageal reflux, or gastric sensitivity require extra caution. Consult a healthcare professional before starting regular consumption. Practical tip: use a large glass of water, 200 to 250 milliliters, to dilute each tablespoon of vinegar, ensuring that the acidity is softened and digestion is favored. 2. Interactions with medications and medical conditions. Apple cider vinegar may interact with some medications or aggravate certain conditions. Diabetes. Vinegar can lower blood sugar and potentially intensify the effects of diabetes medications. Regular blood sugar monitoring is recommended. Diuretics or cardiac medications. The acidity of vinegar can alter electrolyte balance or interact with the effects of diuretics, requiring medical supervision. Digestive medications or antacids. Vinegar can alter stomach pH and interfere with the action of medications that depend on acid control. Therefore, always consult your doctor if you are undergoing ongoing treatment or have chronic conditions before incorporating apple cider vinegar into your daily routine. 3. Strategies for sustainable and safe consumption. To incorporate apple cider vinegar effectively and sustainably, consider the following strategies: proper dilution and strategic timing. Morning: 1 tablespoon diluted in warm water to kickstart metabolism and digestion. Before meals, stimulates the secretion of digestive enzymes and improves nutrient absorption. Avoid excessive consumption immediately before bed to avoid damaging tooth enamel or causing nighttime acid reflux. Variety and creativity in use. Salads, vinaigrettes, marinades, soups, and functional beverages allow for pleasant and safe consumption. Combining them with fiber vegetables, seeds enhances benefits for the microbiome and digestion. Monitoring personal effects. Watch for signs of discomfort, heartburn, stomach pain, or oral irritation. Adjust dosage or dilution as needed. Keep a wellness journal. Energy, digestion, mood, and sleep patterns help you see concrete results. Be mindful of vinegar quality. Choose organic, unfiltered vinegar with the mother of vinegar natural sediment with enzymes and probiotics. Avoid vinegars with additives, artificial flavorings, or excessive preservatives. 4. Long-term strategies to maximize benefits. Apple cider vinegar is most effective when integrated into consistent health and wellness habits. Some long-term strategies include a balanced diet, vegetables, fruits, quality proteins, and healthy fats create a favorable environment for the microbiome and metabolism. Continuous hydration. Sufficient water maintains mucous membranes and healthy intestines, enhancing the action of vinegar. Regular exercise. Physical activity improves insulin sensitivity, circulation, and intestinal health, increasing vinegar's effect on metabolism. Sleep and stress management. Adequate rest and relaxation techniques modulate the gut-brain axis, enhancing cognitive and emotional benefits. 5. Reflection and practical application. The secret to apple cider vinegar isn't instant miracles, but consistency and intelligent integration into your daily routine. Small doses, correct use, and attention to your body are enough to generate significant changes. More efficient digestion, balanced microbiome, stable blood sugar, more consistent energy and mood, cardiovascular and immune protection. Prolonged use combined with healthy habits creates a virtuous cycle of physical and mental well-being. 6. Myths and truths about prolonged use. Can I take large doses to lose weight quickly? Myth: excess can harm the stomach and teeth. Does vinegar replace healthy foods? Myth: it complements, but does not replace, essential nutrients. Will any vinegar work? Myth: raw, organic apple cider vinegar with the mother is more effective for the microbiome and digestion. Is continued use safe? True, as long as dosage, dilution, and individual precautions are observed. Apple cider vinegar is a powerful tool when used with knowledge and awareness. It can strengthen digestion, microbiome, metabolism, mental health, and overall well-being, but it requires consistency, care, and intelligent integration into your routine.